Number 9, Lady Kamara. Number 10, Zoe Bashani. Number 11, Ami Moas. Number 14, Binyam Tebele. Number 15, the captain, James Holly. Number 16, Alessio Benvenuto. Number 17, Gianni Tremonti. And number 20, Marco Toriani. Your match officials, referee Curtis Wordsworth, assistant referees Dion Turner, and Nick Elliott, your fourth official, Daniel Folger.
Okay, left to right, yep. So from here, just go across.
It will probably feel the same, but a bit more, we'll probably be more prepared for this one. being an NPL side and playing against more like a top team, so probably prepare us better for that. But I think
Welcome back here to Service FM Stadium for this Cup semi-final between Modbury Jets and Adelaide Olympic. I'm your commentator, Alessio Carocci. Joined with me is Mark Talbot on the co-coms, and we've got Johnny Kecko down there on the boundary we'll cross to later. Feeling good, Mark?
Feeling excited. This should be a very exciting game between two NPL sides who one's in good form and one's just struggling a little bit to find some form, but it does lead for a good game with Olympic, a bit of a cup set team at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, both teams as well have had that success on the national stage in the Australia Cup after the qualifying rounds, and obviously they've both had success in cup finals. Modbury Jets not so much. They've been there a few times, but Adelaide Olympic have been the team to get it done. It's a cold night here as well at Service FM Stadium. Bit of dew on the pitch as we saw earlier. And we'll just cross down to an interview we had earlier with Johnny Kecko and the head coach of Modbury Jets, Morris Natali.
I'm here with Morris Natali, the head coach of Modbury Jets. Now, Morris, it's not the first time the boys are here in this position. They were here this time last year. What's been the preparation heading into this match?
We've had a pretty hectic schedule, to be honest. So no, look, they're ready. They've they want to play these games now. They've tasted a little bit of success, and the fact that we're on this pitch again is all credit to the young lads.
And heading into tonight's game as well, you got the young Lachlan Wilson, playing he's making his debut, starting. What's it been like for him to get into this, and what are you expecting from him tonight?
Yeah, look, Lockie's been outstanding with our reserves, and he trains with the first team, so he knows the role. Liam, unfortunately, is out with a knee injury, so Lockie was the obvious replacement. He deserves his chance, so hopefully he takes it tonight.
Well, good luck tonight. Hopefully we can see another great performance from the boys, and all the best.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Great interview there with the head coach of Modbury Jets, obviously bringing in the youngster Lachlan Wilson tonight, Mark. It's a big opportunity for the young lad.
Yeah, it's a massive opportunity for him, young lad, coming into what is such a big game. Obviously, they've had the league game on the weekend coming up and the past weekend, so he might be rotating his squad a little bit, but huge for young Wilson to come in. And we saw him on the bench earlier in the season. I think it was round 1, going from memory, Alessio. So massive night for him. Yeah, it's a big opportunity as well. In the centre of the midfield, I mean, we're talking about Modbury Jets, the opposition Olympic. They had a player on their debut score when he started in the midfield, Nathan Owan. He's not in the squad today, but they've made a few changes themselves as well, and possibly a formation change by the looks of their starting lineup. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they line up once we get the players out on the park. We are a little bit uncertain, but we will run with lineups a bit later on, and we'll try and our best to help the viewers work out where those players are. Of course, this is one of 2 semi-finals that is happening in the next 2 weeks, and we'll just cross down to the other interview with the Adelaide Olympic coach, Christy Vangeli and Johnny Kecko, who caught up with each other just before the kickoff here.
I'm here with the head coach of Adelaide Olympic, Christy Vangeli. Christy, the club are in this position tonight to get into the Australia Cup, round of 32, and also into the final of the Federation Cup. In the league, obviously, a bit of a challenge at the moment for you guys, but heading into tonight, how was it to change the direction of the boys to try and focus on tonight?
When in situation it's not good, but our motivation for tonight, because it's different cup with the league, and the motivation for us today is up, and we prepare everything, and I hope this motivation of the boys have today, and the beautiful pitch and beautiful night today. I hope we're gonna be the final next round.
With yourself as well, in your playing days, you've played some big games and against some big players in the world, with obviously Messi being one of those. But for the boys here tonight, it's a local competition. How have you been able? Has that experience for you been able to help to put it onto the boys tonight to make them get ready for this game tonight?
Absolutely, it's something different when I was playing, and now I'm coach, and I just put to learn them to give my information from my lifestyle for like a player. I think we prepared very well this game, and the boys, what I said before, the motivation, what they care, because we play very good all this week, and we don't take the result what they need. So in the football, the last is after is the point. So today is difficult. We don't need 3 points. We need the qualification today, and maybe come and from penalty or extra time.
Well, good luck tonight, mate, and all the best.
Thank you very much. And it's a beautiful day for football Australia and South Australia, and I hope all the people and who is coming here to enjoy and to have fun today.
Thank you.
Some more insight there from the newly head coach of Adelaide Olympic. Obviously, this year being his first year as a head coach, he might get to coach on the national stage if he can get past the game tonight ahead of him.
Yeah, very good opportunity for him to pit his wits against in the national competition if Olympic get through tonight. So we know Morris has been there before, I think, going from memory, but be exciting for someone like Vangeli to first year to get into the national comp.
As we see, the crowd as well is just about to fill up ahead of us here. The gates opened not long ago, and they've all started filing in now. By the time that the kickoff's here, it would be pretty full, I think. And earlier this week as well, we caught up with the two captains of Modbury Jets and Adelaide Olympic, in Jesse Francesca.
Oh, it'll probably feel the same, but a bit more. We'll probably be more prepared for this one. Being an NPL side and playing against more like top teams, so probably prepare us better for that. But I think it still feel the same, and that's still the same excitement of going into the next round. Yeah, everyone's excited. It's a big game. It's big for the club and for ourselves as well. So everyone's excited and ready to go. It means a lot, just not for us, just for the community, the people that are around, the volunteers. It's just not the players, everyone involved in the club. And over the last couple of years, we've shown it with the crowds that we pull, and everyone comes to support. Just come down, support us like you normally do each week, and hopefully we get the result and go to the next round.
I think it's huge. I think Olympic and the whole board and all that pride themselves on going really far in the cup, and they've made it quite known to us that they want to get pretty far, and I think us as a group know that this is expectation of the club to get on the national stage and just showcase what the club's about. Yeah, moral's really high at the moment, regardless of where we're on the table. I think the boys are really stuck together, and with all trainings and all games, we still put it full potential in, and hopefully get results. It's an amazing feeling. It's like I said earlier in the year, it's one of those things you dream of as a kid, becoming a captain of a club, and to do it at Olympic, which is quite a big club, is actually an honourable achievement for me. Come out, support us, we'll give our all. There's nothing that we can't do, and I know that us boys are ready to go, and we'll try to get to the next stage for you.
Well, as you can see there's two captains there who are very looking forward to be on that national stage, and here we got both the sides lining up in their tunnels, obviously swapping socks for tonight, and the home team as well tonight is Modbury Jets, so they're ready to be underway, and we'll get some lineups with you as they start walking out as well. Minutes away from kickoff now. The players just about to walk past that Australia Cup ball, which I'm sure they want to see more of in the next few weeks. As the players come onto the field as well, we'll go through the starting lineups of both sides, both making 4 changes. In the Olympic side, it's number 3, Rasko Lujic. Number 4, Marco Muhaha Wenimana. Number 5, Andrew Marveggio. Number 9, Mahmadi Kamara. Number 10, Soy Tsakani. Number 11, Arbi Mollis. Number 14, Binyam Kabedi. Number 15, James Polly. Number 16, Alessio Benvenuto. Number 17, the goalkeeper, Johnny Tremonton. Number 20, Marco Toriani. Home side, Modbury Jets in this fixture. Number 1, Ryan Neild. Number 5, Timothy Henderson. Number 6, Matthew Mullen. Number 9, Hamish McCabe. Number 10, the captain, Jesse Francesca. Number 11, Francesco Scamitzi. number 13, Daniel DeTroyer, number 15, Giuseppe Makeda, number 17, that youngster, Lachlan Wilson, number 23, Dion Kirk, and number 27, Joku Wall. Big game ahead of us here, Mark. Sure both sides are really keen to get to a cup final, more or less, before even thinking about that national stage.
Oh, yeah, I mean, any cup final is a great cup final. You make it. It does open so many doors these days. Obviously, back when I played, we didn't have this opportunity of the Australia Cup, so now it puts players out on the market for A-League when they start getting into that round of 32. And it's just a great tournament. I love a good cup run. I love cup games. So it's a one-off battle. There's nothing beats it, really.
Yep.
As well, a trophy in the cabinet as well. Both teams have had a couple of years now where they've missed out on them. Olympic have been known. I think some of their most recent trophy cabinet has been the cups in the last few years. Modbury Jets, of course, won that State League 1 a couple of seasons ago. They made the cup final as well in that year. And obviously they made the grand final as well, but haven't had that success so far. But sure, to win a major competition like this for them would be all they're dreaming about tonight. Before kickoff as well, we might see if we can get some insight down there from Johnny Kecko on the boundary. You there, Johnny?
I am down here, boys. It's heating up a little bit down here. You can feel the excitement from both sides as we are preparing. The boys are just getting quick team photos, the warm-up down here, and also some booing from the Adelaide Olympic young fans in the crowd as well as the Modbury Jets were walking down the tunnel. So there's going to be a little bit of feistiness, I think, in this game tonight. So I'm looking forward to the fans building. It's not a massive crowd, but it's a decent size that I'm looking forward to seeing what it does produce. And I've got a feeling, boys, Adelaide Olympic, they may be able to take it out tonight. And that's what I'm predicting, an Adelaide Olympic win tonight. So we'll see how we go.
We hear it there first from our boundary line commentator, Johnny Kecko. He's going for the away side tonight in the white, Adelaide Olympic. And if I can get one from you, Mark, what do you reckon?
I don't know whether to go with my heart or my head, mate. I don't know whether to go the heart or the head, to be honest. Look, the head says Modbury, the heart says Olympic. And no, I've got to be a lover of fairy tales. I'm going to go for Olympic, just because it is an old club of mine. And I do like a fairy tale story.
That's two of your predictions there. I'm sure a lot of you at home have got your favourites in this game. Probably Modbury Jets, who are high-flying in the league at the moment.
They would certainly be the favourites.
And the game kicks off here with a long ball from Toriani. Mamadi Kamara heads it over the touchline. That's that young Lachlan Wilson getting his hands on the ball early. He's going to want to get some touches first as well. Big game start in the centre of the park as well. Made a couple of changes, as we said, from last week. Guys from Shaxey's dropped to the bench. Liam McCabe injured and unavailable tonight. And Paul Wilson's dropped to the bench as well, while Matthew Mullen has come in. Lachlan Wilson's come in, and also Dion Kirk, who's done quite well in the national stage himself as well. Campbelltown a few years ago. There's the captain, Francesco, on the ball. Tim Henderson. Strong tackle out wide, and it's goal kick, says the referee. At the start of this game as well, we can see a bit of these formations beginning to pan out. Looks like from the off it is Olympic going back to a back four. With Lujic at right back, Toriani and Mukhar Wenimana at centre back, Polly at left back. going to be Sakani as well to lead the line, with Kabidi coming off him, and looks like Mabadi Kamara on the left with Benvenuto and Malveggio in the middle of the park. For Modbury Jets, it looks like Francesco's dropped a bit deeper to take that 6 role, while ahead of him is young Wilson, and what looks like it is Kirk as well in the middle of the park.
Yeah, it looks like they're more of a 4 diamond in the midfield, with Francesco, as per usual, sitting in that deeper lying role, able to pick the ball up and start looking at distribution from deep. And as we see that, he just gets on the ball.
Here's Makeda as well, on the left side of that diamond. It looks like the start of this half. He's usually played on the right side of the park for the last few weeks, but looks like it might be deployed on the left this tonight. Here's Hamish McCabe. Goes with the left, just past the post. He's not unfamiliar with some big games here as well. Hamish McCabe, and most of this Modbury Jets side were here in the grand final last year. He was one of their 2 goal scorers in that night, and they've actually played a few games here in the league as well against Comets. And Adelaide United youth team as well, they've played here as well. Not too long ago, it was Dion Kirk who scored a screamer here on the volley.
He did, yes. I remember that.
So he's come back into the side tonight and going to prove his worth with that injury to Liam McCabe. Big strong tackle by Lujic on that far side on Makeda.
But it just shows you the depth in their squad, that they're able to, they lose a player like McCabe and still bring in someone like Dion Kirk, who can come in and we all know, we've seen it many times across his career, that he can come in and do an absolute great job. So just shows you the Modbury depth in their team and squad.
Definitely shows experience as well. I mean, Jordan O'Doherty was another out. That's happened previously in the season, and they've got Josh Hernandez coming back from injury, coming off the bench recently, and he's scored in both the Cup and the League in his limited appearances so far. So they've got the firepower all over the place at the moment. Good pressure there from Hamish McCabe, winning it off Benvenuto, and McCabe has got a bit of space to try and find the pass forward, but he couldn't find that star man in Scamitzi. 8 goals in the league so far, matching his compatriot in Hamish McCabe, who's also got 8 in the league. Schmitzi's got 2 in the Cup though, and Hamish McCabe's only got that 1. An interesting one that I found in my stats collecting before this game is one of the Cup heroes at the moment for Modbury Jets is Giuseppe McCabe. 3 goals in the Cup so far, and definitely be one of the top scorers and still in the rounds as well to further that tally. But very interesting to see from usually a deep lying midfielder or a second 10 maybe in some occasions, but score 3 goals in the Cup is pretty intriguing to see.
Oh, it's a very impressive run, that's for sure. The fact that he's just shows his quality, the fact that he's getting in those right positions, even though he's more of a holding midfielder, he's able to get into those positions and put the ball in the back of the net. Just shows his class.
Great win there from Wilson, and it's sprung an attack there for Francesco Scamitzi on the left side. Juggling on his head, but looks like he might keep it and spin and shoot, but that's far of the post. Great win there from the youngster in the midfield though, Lachlan Wilson.
Yeah, it was great work there from Modbury all over, just putting the pressure on Olympic, as we see the replay here. Eventually Scamizzi's able to bring it under control, and just the turn and hit just let him down a bit, but a lot of hard work there to get past Toriani. Certainly wasn't letting him get an easy shot away, so good defending in the end as well.
And it can't go without saying as well, the firepower of Adelaide Olympic after making a few changes themselves this week. Obviously they've got the likes of Habonimana on the bench, they've got T-Boy Kamara on the bench as well, Mohamed Kone as well. So they've brought in 4 from their bench on the weekend against FK Beograd to come into the starting lineup tonight, and a few of them are attackers as well. So they've obviously brought some more attackers into the lineup to go back to that back 4 and bring some more into the midfield and the attack. So they're all systems go at least.
Yeah, Olympics certainly aren't going to sit back and just play this game out. They will want to attack, and we've already looked at their formation. They are playing a three up front effectively with two wider players. So they're certainly going for the game. They're not going to be sitting back and just waiting for Modbury to attack and let Modbury dictate the game. They're certainly going to take it to them, which is good to see. Means it should be a good game.
Skamitsi now again battling with Toriani on the left side, and Toriani gets a foot in and didn't take a deflection, so it's out for the first corner of the game. Both sides as well, Mark, coming into this game with not the best of forms. I mean, Modbury Jets coming in with a draw and 2 losses in their last 3, and Adelaide Olympic coming with 3 losses in their last 3 as well. So one of them's got to get their form back on track by the end of tonight, but it's just a question of who.
Yeah, I mean, they've both dipped in the league, obviously, the last 3 games, so it'll be an interesting one. This could be a form turner for either side.
Kirk now whips in. And it was Wall on the end of that one, but couldn't fire it goalwards. Both sides as well defensively haven't been up to par in the last few as well. Obviously Modbury Jets conceding 4 after being 4-0 up on the weekend, and Adelaide Olympic as well conceding 4 in their 4-0 loss against FK Beograd. Prior to that as well, I mean, 6-1 loss to Adelaide City Olympic had, and a 2-0 loss to Comets. And Modbury Jets had a 2-0 loss to Para Hills and a 1-0 loss to Campbelltown, so they haven't scored too many themselves, and they've conceded a few as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's the good thing with the Cup is you can just leave your league form behind for the night, in this case, and just really concentrate on this one game, which is good for both teams. It's especially with the current form. So hopefully, like I said, we should have a relatively good game. They've both made attacking changes.
Sakani with an almost excellent ball there to Polly, and Modbury Jets are struggling to clear this. Might come out to him on the left side. Push in the back, referee says yes, and it's a free kick in a dangerous position there for Adelaide Olympic.
Yeah, Polly there just using his experience, waiting for young Wilson to lean into him, which he does, and as we see here on the replay, just positions himself perfectly and waits for that push, and over he goes. So great opportunity here for Olympic. Let's just hope that they get someone free like they did. They let Modbury have a free head in the last corner for them, so I think see if Modbury's defence is a little bit better there on set pieces.
Lujic goes short to Mollis. Good touch. Strike with the left foot though, doesn't trouble the keeper. Looks like it will be Rasko Lujic on most of the set pieces tonight, as he was on the weekend, and he whipped in some dangerous deliveries. I mean, I was watching some replays of that game just before I came here tonight, and he put in some great balls for some of the chances of Olympic on the weekend. They lost 4-0, but in the first half of that game especially, they had some chances from corners, cleared off the line. I think one hit the crossbar in the end as well. So it might be one of the most dangerous avenues there for Olympic is Rasko Lujic's free kicks.
Yeah, that's their first one, so we'll just have to keep an eye on that and see how it goes. But he has got a good delivery, so it's just a matter of Olympic making sure they can get someone on the end of them. We saw there they decided to go a bit short, which was just to change it up a little bit, what you'd expect from Lujic normally. So it's good that they're thinking about it. They see Mollis at the edge of the box free, but unfortunately couldn't keep his shot down.
Comes near on the Polly side as well as it goes over. Just looking at the way they move in and out of possession as well, Adelaide Olympic, it might honestly be a back 5, but it just depends on which side the ball is that they're defending. If Mollis stays forward and Polly tucks in as a normal left back, on the other side when it was played to the left side of Modbury's defence, it was Mollis going up, Polly coming in, Polly going up, Mollis coming in. So it might honestly be a back 5 more than anything, and they've both got attacking talent as well, those wide players. So see what they can do. Troyer wins another corner though from Modbury.
This is where Olympic need to be careful on set piece, as we saw in the last corner that Jockel Wall had a free header, couldn't put a goal down, but a free header still. So then they've got to be careful here and make sure that they get all the players picked up or their zones done right.
It's going to be Dion Kirk as well, taking this with his left foot, as he did prior with the right foot on the other side. It's a good delivery as well, just evades everybody. Troy tries to put back in the area, and it's cleared all the way out. It's always good to see that set piece taker could take it on left and right foot and put a great delivery in, and obviously they trust him to do both corners as well, so maybe that's why they brought him back to the side, and probably can't stay out for too long when you've got someone like that in your team. Yeah, look, that's just shows quality, doesn't it? Being able to take your set pieces either side, doesn't matter which foot, and it was a great delivery in, and to be fair to Olympic, they defended it really well to start with. That first win was excellent, so be interesting to see how that pans out, because I think both teams have the ability to make set pieces count. Cross down maybe to Johnny, who's got some kids with him and making a lot of noise.
Yes, I'm down here, boys. You can hear the boys chanting behind me. It's the Adelaide Olympic young juniors. Let's hear them. I've got this behind me all night, boys. They've got a lot of support behind them. They've got a hard job ahead of them, though, the boys on the pitch. But with these kids behind me, I reckon it's going to be a lot. It's getting louder and louder. I'll keep you updated on what it's like down there. I can't even concentrate at the moment. It is absolutely loud, boys. But it's been a great first start at the moment. 13 minutes in. Christie's been very loud, just like the kids behind me on the bench, as opposed to Morris Natali. I just can't concentrate. I'm going to go back to you, boys. It's getting very loud at the moment.
Well, luckily, we've got the mute button up here. Unfortunately, he doesn't have one down there on that microphone, but hope they get louder and louder as this game progresses and get some goals in it as well. It's Benvenuto now on the ball. Fabiani. Obviously with the exclusion of Abisinda, who's on the bench tonight, means that Toriani's had to drop down from the midfield into the base of the defence, so it's got to be a different job for him tonight, and maybe a bit of a threat from a set piece as well, him. Miscommunication there between Detroit and Scamitzi, though. It's also a chance for Gianni Tremontin in the net, Mark. I know you're a goalkeeper yourself. How is it to come into a big game like this after being on the bench for the last few weeks?
Yeah, look, it's something that Olympic have done throughout the year. They've swapped their keepers over quite a bit. So it's one of those things. He's been trusted, so it's a big confidence boost for him to be trusted for such a big game. So the good thing is he can take that into the game, knowing that he's been selected. So yeah, no, it's a good thing. I feel a little bit for Groff, who's been playing relatively well the last few weeks. So I'm not sure the reasoning behind, but it's one of those things, the life of a goalkeeper, especially when you've got two young goalkeepers who you can afford to sort of chop and change a little bit. But huge confidence booster for him to be selected tonight.
Of course, this game has got the potential to go to penalties as well, so you never know, you might see one of those goalkeeper substitutions for the penalty shootout, so he might have some work ahead of him yet. But I think I was here the last time Gianni Tremontin was in the Croydon net for their semi-final against Campbelltown last year, so he's obviously got some experience at this stage as well. Fortunately, he was on the losing end that night, but I'm sure he wants to turn it around tonight. Joku Wall now.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Henderson going forward. It's a great ball to Scamitzi. Hasn't evaded the offside trap, though, and goes to show that even some of the centre-backs of Modbury Jets are looking to push that line up forward and get his team some numbers up forward as well to play to.
Yeah, the joys of having a Henderson in it and a Mullen as well at the back is that they're able to do that. They're able to step into the midfield. They're both able to play a pass like that. I mean, Scamizzi's just gone a little bit early, but the fact that you've got the two players that can step into midfield, play the ball, and are very confident and comfortable with the ball at their feet just shows you that they're able to keep out the likes of Paul Wilson, who, again, another good centre-back that the club have got in their ranks.
Turnover there from Sakani, though. He's giving it to Makeda, who evades the challenge this time of Benvenuto. Who recovers to get the tackle in, but couldn't prevent the corner. It's another one for Modbury Jets now.
Modbury just starting to assert a little bit more dominance in this game. They're just picking the ball up a little bit easier in the right areas as well. Olympic just having to play on the back foot a little bit at the moment.
Again with the right foot of Dion Kirk. See what he can pick out as well there. Goes to the short option this time. Hamish McCabe faces his defender up. Hits the crossbar, and it's Matty Mullen on the back post. Chested in, but it might be an offside flag late in this as the linesman puts it up now. Didn't think he knew too much about that one, Matthew Mullen.
No, he certainly didn't know anything about that at all.
We're going to have to see that one on replay. It might have been after he came off the crossbar there from Hamish McCabe. We can see Matt Mullen at the back post. Yes, he's ahead of his defender, of course, and after the crossbar, it came off his head, actually.
Yeah, boys, just getting confirmation from the fourth official. Mullen was offside once he came off the crossbar, so that is the what was said between the referees, just to confirm.
Yeah, we can just see that on replay now. It might even come off right of his flush of his face.
I was going to say it was a shoulder or a face. Certainly didn't know anything about it. But what an effort from McCabe there to be able to turn. And I think it might have taken a slight deflection, but to be able to turn in the box and get a shot away. And that's what I was saying earlier. Modbury is they've settled probably the better out of the two, and starting to put Olympic under a little bit more pressure every minute that goes past at the moment. So Olympic really need to try and play themselves back into the game and get themselves on the ball and settle down a little bit.
Well, we did say at the start of this broadcast as well that it's going to be set pieces that are really going to come to play for both sides, and they've opted for the short one that time, and it's created the first big chance of the game. And even if it was offside, the finish in the end, I mean, the shot before and hitting the crossbar, that's a massive chance right for Modbury Jets, sorry. McCabe bodied out that time from Marveggio. Now it's Sakani on this left side, got a bit of space to run. Comes across and into Matt Mullen, who fouls him into the sideline, and that's going to be a free kick on the halfway line for Adelaide Olympic. More confirmation that Matt Mullen there, as you see, he's just inside the 6-yard box. And obviously the defenders of Adelaide Olympic were just trying to step out from that short corner, so
they've done so very well to be that quick to step out quite quickly to get him into an offside position. They wouldn't have obviously known that, but the fact that they've stepped up very quickly has allowed for that to happen. Great work there from our producer as well to bring that image into play.
So he's just backing up his linesman there on the near side who's made that call. He doesn't want anyone complaining about them.
Assistant referee.
Great sliding challenge again there from Wilson, and he's going to put this in a dangerous position for Olympic now to try and clear, and it do find its way to Mamadi Kamara. Wilson again picking up the scraps though. He's done well in the start of this game so far. He's been hurrying a lot of the players on the ball and getting a few passes as well when he gets onto it.
Yeah, he's certainly settled very well for a young lad coming in for his first start in such a big game. So it'll be good to see how he progresses throughout the game, and once he sort of settles in a bit more, and that time ticks over to 30 and 40 minutes just before half time, and he just continues on his current form. He's doing really well.
Was promoted from the reserve team of Modbury Jets as well this season. He's played in most of their games and in their reserve cup as well, which they got knocked out in the previous round to Adelaide Victory. So he's found his way eligible to play up in this cup competition now and hopefully get far with the senior team now. Here he is on the ball. Great ball, another great flick though. McCabe to Wilson. He's got to play in the box if he can find him. Puts it in a really dangerous area, but nobody could get on the end of it. He's going to try and recycle this now. Great 1-2 there with McCabe and Kirk. No matter who he plays with, Hamish, he always finds somebody to combine with fantastically. And today it looks like it's going to be Kirk.
Yeah, you expect that from McCabe. He's such a good player, and alongside someone like Kirk, who probably doesn't have the telepathic connection like Liam, but I mean, even still, you just see the connection there. It just shows you how, when you've got a couple of experienced players and know what to look for and how to find that ball in tight areas, it's amazing what you can do with it.
By all accounts, in this opening first stanza of this first half, Modbury Jets have controlled most of the possession and created a few opportunities, but just some lazy fouls in their defensive half have allowed Adelaide Olympic to have a few opportunities themselves. And on the break as well, they've got some rapid forwards, and it's looks like they were going to try and combine there that time with Kamara and Kabidi. Knocked off the ball there by Lujic on Skanitsi. Yeah, it looked like as this ball came through from Francesca, it looks like he might have been nudged out of the way by Lujic, but shoulder to shoulder that one. And
nothing in it really, just a bit of a collision off the ball. But we can clearly see that Modbury are the team that are certainly looking to play, keep the ball a little bit more and build up slowly and patiently, whereas we see here Olympic on the fast transition. This is going to be their game plan, is to attack and attack fast.
Good combination with Polly and Sakani. But it's Mullen who comes across and ushers that out for a corner. He did have Kabidi on the far right if you could open up and find him, but this opportunity, Sakani looked to go with a 1-2 with Polly and try and create a crossing opportunity instead. It's going to be Polly. He's going to stand over this and whip this in as well, the captain of Adelaide Olympic. His first year at the club as well. Floats this back post. Kirk's there. It looks like it's going to be Benvenuto. Goes with the volley on his left. Not too far away. That shape and that one was right. In trouble to keep it though and kneeled.
Yeah, as we see on the replay, decent distance out on the left, and he has just swung a boot at it, and I think he's probably hit that with his shin in the end. But as I was saying, I think Olympic's way forward is that they're certainly going to be playing on that fast counter-attack and utilise the pace that they've got up top with Kamara and Kabidi flanking Sakani. So, and Modbury is certainly going to be a bit more patient, keep the ball and try and build through the lines. So it'll be interesting. As I said, it's certainly two clearly different styles of football at play, and we'll just have to keep an eye and see which one works the best.
Francesca now keeps it ticking for Modbury. A lot of numbers forward in this half. And that goes over for a goal kick to Tremonton. Switcher play that time from Lujic. It's an excellent ball to Polly. His touch evades him though, and so does Wilson's. That goes over for a throw-in on the near side. Johnny, is there a bit of chat there with Morris Natali and Francesco Scamizzi, it looks like?
Yeah, there was, but I don't know exactly what was being said there because I was trying to go for my touch myself, but I'm not sure exactly what was being said in that situation, but I will try and chase it up for you, mate.
No worries, thank you, Johnny. Cross down to him later in this game. Then the tactical opportunities happen to come across. It's a square pass there from Muhaha Wanimana. almost finds his way to Shkamitsi, who is going to pounce on that opportunity, but his ball just rolled under his foot there as he tried to control it.
Yeah, very lucky. He played himself into a little bit of trouble there, and he's very, very fortunate that Shkamitsi couldn't bring that under a spell, because Tramonton was out of position as well, offering support. So very lucky there for Olympic to get away with that one. Olympic, probably the real first chance they've had to put their foot on the ball, try and keep it, and play through the lines of Modbury, and they've managed to get all the way up to the final third now. So we'll go backwards, but it's as I said, it's good to see from Olympic now. They're trying to keep the ball. They're trying to find their teammates in between lines and build up and keep the ball. It's what they need to do. Otherwise, they're going to be running ragged pretty quickly, just trying to keep up with Modbury.
It seems like as well, most of that back line's got a great passing range as well, and they can find these wide plays with ease at the moment. Polly gets that nod down, almost at the feet of Kamara.
Yeah, very well defended there from Mullen, and it's Olympics' chance now to put Modbury under a little bit of pressure.
You see a bit of a miscommunication again, that time between Kirk and Shkamitsi. That seems to be the only downfall at the moment of Modbury Jets, is they're getting forward, they're getting the numbers forward with time and space on the ball, but looks like they're miscommunicating who's making the run and who's coming short a few times. Looks like there might be some contending fans from the Modbury Jets down there as well, Johnny.
Yeah, there is. They're a little bit smaller, but they're a lot louder than the other team. Let's hear them now. Go to Modbury Jets. There we go. Took a little bit of starting, but they're going. Hopefully that will help them. They weren't happy with the obviously the goal that was disallowed earlier, but they were there to support the boys. So the other Olympic ones have disappeared, so it's a bit quieter behind me now at the moment. They're behind the goals, waiting for Olympic to score, and then I'll go straight to
Mitzi again with a shot on target this time. Did well to get that under control, and looks like there might be a bit of an early injury. Might be getting up now is Toriani, but looks like him and Skamitsi have had a battle all day so far, and obviously neither of them have capitalised just yet, but
it's been a fantastic battle between those two, that's for sure. Looked like a falcon straight in the face there of Arby Mollis. But just going back to that battle between Toriani and Skimizzi, it's proven to be quite a good one so far. Neither of them are able to get on top at the moment. Both have had their moments. Skimizzi, they're getting a good shot off, but Tramonton, be thankful for that. It was straight at him and nice and easy, clean collection for him, which is always a good confidence booster. He hasn't had a great deal to do in the last 30 minutes. So, and there's the falcon.
On Harvey Mullis, yeah, right in the face.
Right in the face.
Unintentional though from Makeda, and gives him a little breather on the ball now. And it looks like it's going to be Hamish McCabe coming to Morris Natali for some instructions. If Johnny can maybe see if he can get some insight into what Hamish McCabe and Natali are talking about. Looks like it might be some tactical changes, and
yeah, maybe just trying to sort out that communication issue they've got up top. Just the not quite gelling at the moment. So he's just had a quick word with Dion Kirk as well. I reckon by the looks of it straight away, it looks like they've pushed Dion Kirk a little bit higher in the midfield, and maybe a little bit more of a 10 instead of an 8. So instead of up and back as much, maybe trying to get up a little bit higher, closer to Skimizzi and McCabe.
He's definitely capitalised on seeing how much that connection between McCabe and Kirk has flourished so far in this first half. So I'm sure he wants to see a bit more of that and try and get him to combine as well with Skamitsi and get on that same wavelength. Here's Skamitsi though, he's found Wilson. Tries to put ahead of McCabe that time, and it's marshalled out that time though by Tremonton.
really well played there from Olympic, just to find the free man and just keep the ball, which is again what they need to do. They need to just keep hold that ball a little bit more, and they're starting to play themselves into the game now. It's taken them a while.
A bit of speed there from Mamadi Kamara, plays it out to Abi Mollis, returns the favour to Mamadi Kamara, and he tried the spectacular there, almost Aladdin Rabona-esque at the opposite end.
Yeah, he's certainly done well to even wrap his boot around that, because it was behind him. But again, Olympic with some really good build-up play, Mollis with a good ball in, and he's done really well to wrap his foot around. They just couldn't get over the top of it. But that's better from Olympic. That's what they need to do more of, is they've seen that if they can keep the ball, they can find little pockets, get down the line, and continue. If they can continue putting those balls in, that they might challenge Nield, who, like Tramonton, hasn't had a great deal to do yet. I mean, Tramonton's, I think, probably had one save to make at this stage, and Ryan Nield hasn't had a save to make yet, but much better from Olympic.
Yeah, there's a bit of individual brilliance as well there from Mamadi Kamara, going past 1 and 2 plays in the midfield as he picked it up on the halfway line, and then the expert cross from Mollis to pinpoint, find it back to his feet. He beats the young Wilson to the ball as well. Mamadi Kamara, he's taking this into his own hands at the moment. Sakani this time. Goes for the long switch, but is picked out that time from Joku Wall. Mollis now resets for Adelaide Olympic. Got about 10 minutes left in this first half, and at this stage it looks like it might go into a stalemate for half time, which is different from the other semi-finals we had last year here. An early goal in that Campbelltown-Croydon game. I think probably a couple early goals in that Metro vs Bacala game that finished quite a few to Metro. Another foul in the attacking half. This time it's Kabidi on Tim Henderson.
Yeah, good run there from Kabidi, just trying to get in behind him, seeing the replay. But unfortunately, he's just clipped the heels of Henderson, Henderson just uses all experience, just gets in the right position to fill for Kabidi and get that trip. So just clever from Henderson there, but a good run from Kabidi. I think that Olympic probably need more of that at the moment. They need Kabidi just to try and make make a few more of those runs in behind, just to stretch the Modbury defence a little bit.
Francesca now at the base of midfield, as he usually is, and he's setting up these plays. He's of course their third top scorer this season at Modbury, 4 goals and
4 penalties.
Possibly.
3, no, I think it might be 3 actually. Did give him a shout out in a podcast that I'm on about how he is very solid from the penalty spot.
Mamadi Kamara tried to go through the legs that time of Francesca, and he's got 3 to battle with, and Modbury Jets just get the numbers back in time and win that ball back with a quick press. Great ball that time again from Francesca out to Giuseppe Makedo again on the left side. Return the favour to Francesca, who might line up. Scott Wilson though. He might line one up, the youngster. Tackled from behind. It looks like he might have got a deflection out for a corner.
Yeah, really good play there from Modbury. And as I said earlier, Francesca just pulls the strings. He dictates how Modbury are going to play, and he just picks the ball up and then he moves back into the space. And I think if Wilson could have got that ball out on that first touch, would have been a bit easier to get that shot away, and it was a good challenge in the end from Marveggio just to shut out that shot. But again, set piece. This is Modbury where they can make things count.
Kirk on the left now. Goes far post. Can defend well though from Adelaide Olympic, having everybody in their team in the box there to defend these, so they really know the threat of Modbury Jets from the set piece. Great bit of play there, almost releasing Polly, but I think Matthew Mullen's going to have enough to get this clear and start again from Modbury, but seems to be getting up and down a lot, James Polly on this left side. Often been playing in that left wing back, left full back, left wing position in the last few weeks, and obviously he's got 2 goals this season as well from that position, and he's in a real danger on crossing and assisting as well, so more of that Adelaide Olympic can get, the more chances they'll get. Kabidi though, tried to go in behind there, but he's running out of space that time from Tim Henderson. Full touch that time from Detroyer, but Vindator returns the favour with a pull-through ball. Good turn from Wilson. Finds Detroyer now on this near side. Wall now. Taking the time to come across the side of the field now. As the Olympic players commit forward and try and get this ball in the attacking third. They've got a couple numbers here though, Olympic. Scamitzi gets the touch, but there was no one there to get the seconds. And a big challenge there from Detroyer with the second as well. Might get a third even. And that was well applauded there from the Modbury Jets faithful. Carney with a poor ball forward and a couple complaints from his teammates as well, and where that was aimed at. Only one there defending against 3 Modbury Jets.
Yeah, Kamara nearly made something of that because the bounce was very awkward for the defender in Henderson, and he ended up ushering it to his keeper, who Newell, playing very high, was able to take it, but very lucky in that regard that Newell was playing so high because it was a very awkward bounce.
Good play here from Modbury Jets with Wilson and Francesco. Keeps it in on this near side now. Goes 1v1, looking to put a cross in. Unfortunately, that one has gone past the goals and just out for a goal kick.
Yeah, one thing Olympic have done very well this half, it looked a little bit worrying earlier on, but since the first little bit of link play between McCabe and Kirk, they've really nullified that now, and have really sort of effectively nullified McCabe in that link-up play, which is what they need to do, because McCabe, and we all know how dangerous Hamish McCabe is, so they've done really well to nullify that for the rest of the half, and it's now allowed them to get on the ball a little bit more and not just have to rely on those fast transitions, and unfortunately they've gone long and it's out of play, but it's allowed them to come back into the game a little bit more, just purely from a good defensive structure and not allowing McCabe time and space on the ball.
Yeah, I'm sure both these teams have had a lot of research into both formations that they both play, and you can see that centrally, defensively, that Olympic will have 3 numbers there. Just get another clearance there from Toriani as the press came. And obviously Modbury Jets play with 2 central strikers, so that's the way to nullify 2 of them playing against overload at the defence there, to get less balls into him and less long balls chased onto. So most of the game, it looks like, can be played in this midfield third, where Adelaide Olympic got about 5 numbers and Modbury Jets got 4. So the only thing is for Olympic, though, that means that the major overload for them is they've only got 2 attackers onto the back 4 of Modbury Jets. Sakani now with a fake shot, and he probably should have taken the shot at that time, as Modbury Jets struggled to clear this, but possibly if he took that before he good fake shot. He might have had a good opportunity at goal.
Yeah, in the end, Modbury was able to clear, but yeah, that really opened up for looked like Sakani in the end, but he managed to commit Henderson to the dive and then just took his time on the shot, and eventually Modbury through a mismatch as well. They try to play out from the back, and in the end, Jockey Roll's gone to clear it and fortunately won the throw in. So they've got to be careful there.
It's like Lujic limping a bit there, might have got a bit of afters, and maybe he committed the foul, in fact, on that far side as Modbury Jets come away with it now on the deck. Now McCabe's on the ball. He's going to look to strike, I think, here. If he can take it past another. Finds Detroit out wide. He's going to face up Polly. Goes low. McCabe keeps this alive. Good tight control. Looked for a turn there, Kirk. Referee said no, and he's still on the floor. We'll have to look at that on replay, but it looks like he might have been studded there. He's holding the base of his calf, so we're going to have to see and look at that one. Referee's obviously not going to come back to bring it back to a foul, but he's in real pain, it looks like here, Dion Kirk.
Yeah, he's called for the trainer here, but yeah, he's certainly taken a cluttering in the back of the leg there as we look on the replay here. Ball's come across the edge of the box and he's gone a turn, and looks like Marveggio's just gone through that left standing leg.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to turn and take that onto his right, but looks like Marveggio came through him to win the ball, so it's a bit of a contentious decision there, but the referee was probably blinded by quite a few players there in front of the box as well, so I'm sure he couldn't have seen that too clearly.
Yeah, could have been a bit lucky to get away with that one there. I have certainly seen them given in the past, so but it's good to see Kirk back up, and he is hobbling at the moment. Hopefully it's nothing serious and he's able to continue. But Modbury will be down to 10 men for the next 30 seconds when play resumes. We're just going to quickly go back down to Johnny on the sidelines. Johnny, what do you got for us?
Well, we'll get an update on how Dion Kirk's going in a moment, but just you can probably see, I don't know if you can see it in the broadcast clearly, but there's a massive amount of smoke coming across the pitch at the moment. It smells like there's a fire nearby, but the smoke of that's coming across, you'd say it's a neutral venue tonight, but you'd say Adelaide Olympic will be feeling very much at home with this smoke wafting like it is at Apex normally. So they're starting to feel a little bit at home with this smoke coming over. Maybe it could help them. But also, as we head into the additional time, there has been a word that it will be at least 2 minutes of time added on for this the remainder of this half, boys. So I'll keep you updated on Dion Kirk's condition as well.
Brilliant, Johnny. Thank you.
Fortunately, that smoke is not got any Greek food attached to it.
I was going to say, otherwise we'll never see Johnny again.
I'm disappointed. I did ask us, is there a souffle cooking somewhere or not?
But as you see that Dion Kirk getting some treatment. Looks like he's going to stay on and run out this half. And the official as well has let us know there's 2 minutes of time added on as a minimum. So we'll see if either of these sides can take advantage of that in the first period. Otherwise, we've got another 45 at least ahead of us to get a winner out of this game.
Just a quick update on Dion Kirk as well. He was a direct contact, so he's just a little bit niggly at the start, but he's all good now apparently, so he should be all right for the rest of the half. Rest of the game, sorry.
I would say he hasn't got long for the rest of the half, so he should be all good for that. But thank you, Johnny.
It's always the coach's worst nightmare when you get a player going down just before the half-time whistle. You don't want to waste a sub that early in the game.
You certainly don't want to make changes a couple of minutes before half-time. You try and see them out to half-time and then assess them and not have to lose one of your allocated substitution breaks.
Hamish McCabe trying to go on the end of that. Tremontin's there.
Dion Kirk seems to be moving relatively freely at the moment, so we'll keep an eye on that, but I reckon he should be all good to go and continue into the second half.
Tried the ball over the top there, but it was cut out, and Modbury Jets looking to get a final chance of this half. Great through ball there from Hamish McCabe. He's going to get on the end of this as well. But it's good defending there from Rasko Lujic, and he's deflected it back into him, and you can see the passion there of Albi Mollis congratulating his fullback on getting out of a tough situation there, especially with the bouncing ball.
Yeah, he's handled that really well, because it's not easy dealing with that ball bouncing and spinning, and he's ended up winning the goal kick. So great defending there. And we also saw that Benvenuto, who gave the ball away first thing his aim was to win it back as soon as he could, and darted across the field and unfortunately couldn't win the ball back. But it's good to see that he gives the ball away. If he gives it away, he's willing to put his foot down and win it back.
And that's the half-time whistle there, as it just bounced over Johnny there at the touchline. It looks like he might get an interview as well there with one of the players. Looks like he's got Matthew Mullen. We'll cross down to him now when we can, and he's going to give us insight on that first half.
Yeah, quickly here with Matt Mullen. He's about to head into the tunnel, but Matt, first half, what do you make of it?
Pretty even, I thought. Limited chances on both ends. A lot of possession on both teams for long periods, but I think it's anyone's game at the moment, and we'll go in there and resort things.
What do you think needs to be changed in the second half, and what do you think Morris is going to relay to you at half-time?
I think from both ends, but mainly us, we're going to put some more pressure on the ball. That centre-back was coming and bring it over the halfway line, and balls over the top we'll have to be careful of. So a bit more pressure up higher, and hopefully we press a bit higher, but we'll see what Morris says.
Beautiful. Go in, see Morris. Thanks, mate. That was Matt Mullen with a good insight to the first half.
Might be getting some tissues in that nose as well after that finish as well, Mark. We'll look at some highlights of that first half. A couple of shots on target, and off target as well from the strikers of Modbury Jets.
Yeah, there were a few half chances for Modbury. Couple of turn and hits, and as we see there, the second one there from Scamizzi, not on target. McCabe's not on target, but that's what Olympic have narrowed them down to for most of that half. That was probably their biggest chance. Really, was Jockle Wall's free header there. As you can see, he was the only one that was had risen to that. Olympic a couple of half chances as well. Nothing on target to make. Neil would have to make a save, and this was obviously the chance to hit the bar. That was, I said it went in, but it was cancelled out for offside. So that was the two chances Modbury have had. The two biggest ones was obviously that one there off the bar, and Jockle Wall's header. So again, we see there just Olympic with a couple of chances. Like I said, Olympic with some half chances, some good build-up play. They certainly took longer to get themselves into the game than what Modbury did. But once they got themselves into the game and were able to keep the ball in play, they were a lot better. And as Matt Mullen highlighted there, Modbury certainly allowing Toriani to bring that ball forward. And so I dare say we'll see Modbury try and play that higher up the park and put more pressure on Toriani in the second.
Well, you can see those half-time stats as well there. Modbury Jets 6 shots, only 1 on target, and Adelaide Olympic with 1 and none on target. So it seems like all the volleys at the moment have just been clearing that back fence, and none have been really troubling. A couple of fouls as well, a couple of offsides, but nothing really meaning in those stats at the moment so far. I wouldn't say either team has really outplayed the other.
No, you're right there, that neither team has outplayed the other team. They've both had their moments and both kept the ball for periods of time. But I think Olympic looked more dangerous on the fast transition than what Modbury have in that half. When Modbury had a lot of the ball, Olympic did manage to get the ball and fast transition, and they looked more dangerous. But overall, it's been a pretty even game.
As well as we had that wide shot of some of the players warming up. There's some attacking talent on both sides that can really make a difference in this game. Obviously, you've got Josh Hernandez on the Modbury Jets side, and you've got Abonimana and a couple others on the Olympic side. We'll cross to the half-time break now. We'll catch you in the second half.
The Australian Cup qualifying finals continue next Wednesday night with Campbelltown City taking on Adelaide Comets here at Stoppage FM Stadium at 7:30 p.m. for the final South Australian allocation in the Australian Cup round 32. Get along and show your support for local football. Grab your tickets at footballaustralia.com.au/tickets. Please make welcome back to the field of play Adelaide Olympic and Modbury Jets.
Both teams have emerged now from the change rooms. Looks like both are unchanged as well and getting ready for this second half now as both teams get some warm up in there as the temperature drops a bit more here. Big half ahead of both sides here tonight. 45 minutes away from a national stage opportunity. There could be more if they are both competitive in this half.
Yeah, look, the game is screaming out for a goal. That will then bring forward the other team. I'm kind of hoping Olympic score first, because then Modbury will come out a little bit harder, a little bit faster, put more pressure on Olympic to try and get an equaliser. Whereas if Modbury score first, I think it would be a bit harder for Olympic to come back into the game.
We have seen as well, as soon as either of these teams get a big lead or a big deficit, they're both capable of coming back and also conceding a few. So it's going to be interesting to see who opens the scoring, what the reaction is. As we see Kabidi get on this ball, and looks like everybody's in their similar positions from the first half as well.
Yeah, haven't been able to see any changes to the lineups or any tactical changes at this stage. Hopefully we'll see something shortly in terms of what Matt Mullen was saying just before he went in at the half-time break about them pushing a little bit higher to try and put a bit more pressure on the likes of Sakani at the back. Sorry, not Sakani, Toriani at the back.
Looks like Lujic and Skimitsi getting into a bit of a tangle of arms there as well. So it looks like Lujic as well, almost stamping out there. I don't think the linesman's seen any of that, but we can definitely see it from up here.
The fourth official did see something.
It's going to be an interesting battle if this gets pulled back from a foul. Toriani. It's going to be interesting to see what happens next from these next few influences as well.
Yeah, the ref pulled the first one back, which was that one there, and McCabe's still able to continue. So and we see there the ref having a quick chat with Lujic, which was referring to that little bit of a tangle with Skimizi, which was spotted by the fourth official.
Smartly as well, he's got away from that situation, marking Skimitsi. As Francesca puts this back post, defended from Olympic, and Makeda Push that into Kabidi, and no handball there called, so it's going to be just out for another corner. It's going to be another opportunity for Dion Kirk to whip one in.
Yeah, again, set pieces seem to be causing a little bit of problems for both sides. And like Makeda with the final shot, and Kabidi closed him down really quickly, which was good to see from Olympic. But again, another corner here for Modbury.
See if they can make one of these count. Might go short again this time to McCabe. This is where it was dangerous last time. This time not so much, as Mollis comes away with it. He's got a lot of time, and look at that midfield of Olympic coming forward if he can square this. Still goes down the line against Francesca, but he has enough leadership skills to marshal that out, and almost kept the ball there, but Sakani wins one for Olympic.
Yeah, the Olympic midfield there was it's the fastest I've seen them move all night, to be honest. In a group, there was about 7 of them all charging along with Mollis, who unfortunately couldn't find any of them in the middle of the park. But great defending there from Jess Francesca there, just to win the ball back. Eventually it's gone out for a throw into Olympic, but great defending from Francesca. Just marshalled it, kept the ball, and then I said unfortunately couldn't keep the ball.
Kabidi, though, battling with Francesca, keeps this alive, squares it across the box, and Mullen clears this time. No one there was there at the front post to get that flick on.
Yeah, great work from Kabidi there to get through into the box. He has squared a good ball in, but unfortunately for Olympic, just no one on the end of it.
Good battle there of Muhaha, Wenimana and Wilson. Takes him on, Wilson, but he gets his own there. There's Marco.
Yeah, he's very lucky there because he gave the ball away in the first instance, but he's done well to win it back from young Wilson and win the free kick. But he sort of took his time on the ball a little bit and allowed Modbury to pinch it. So he's just going to be a little bit quicker there in his decision making, and I think he was aware of that when we just saw him there. He's looking up to the sky, and I think he realised he just needed to be a little bit quicker.
Tremonton now tried to find the diagonal ball. Good win though from Mollis, using his body to get that ahead of Makeda. Marveggio looking for the 1-2. Mamadi Kamara, he lit up the first half with a big opportunity, and he's going to want to do a bit more of that to get Adelaide Olympic ahead in this game. Mollis now going 1v1 with Makeda. Gets a low cross, but gets that one.
Yeah, Sakani just unable to get across that near post quick enough, but Mollis doing well to get the ball into the box and into a dangerous area.
Joku Wall tried to find Shkimitsu, didn't come back on side after he collected that one.
Found him.
It was a good ball though as well, yeah. Fizzed it into his feet, that's what you want, skipping a line. Unfortunately, I don't think he came back in time to receive that ball. Here's Mamadi Kamara, and Tim Henderson gets the seconds in that one. Kamara in the centre of midfield again now. Good turn from Kabidi. He can find the feet of Kamara, he does. Gets away from his defender, he might look for a strike here. Kamara. Sakani now, he's got the overlap of Mollis to whip one in if he can get it past him. He goes himself here in a tangle. Late challenge, and referee's going to pull that back.
Yeah, good defending there in the end from Modbury. Just crowded him out. Joku Wall and I think it was Henderson at the back, and done really well. Good pressure there from Olympic to win that back. Quite sure why that took so long to work out what was going on there. I don't think the ball actually went out.
Looks like it's Lujic though. It's going to be on the end of this one. Flick on now. Kabidi will get the seconds. Mollis, good delivery. Comes out now to Marveggio. Might look to strike. Goes for the 1-2. Kamara spins his defender. He can't win it, and he going to get crowded out here. Bit of a late challenge there. Kabidi on wall there. And that's going to be a booking mark. Henderson squares him up as well. Sakani's telling him to get away, but that's the first booking of the night to Binyam Kabidi.
Yeah, it was always going to be a booking. See, he was Jokulwal was in prime position just to deliver it, and Kabidi just taking him out after he played the ball. So always going to be a card, and we saw Henderson there getting in the face of Kabidi, and that's one thing you can rely on with Henderson, is he will back up his teammates no matter what, and just asking the question why. We'll see on the replay there.
Fortunately as well for Kabidi, this is his first booking of the cup competition, so we're not going to see any Paul Gascoigne tears tonight. But I don't know how much that works and how many cards you can get in the cup if you miss the final. But he's only had one in the league so far, so he's definitely going to avoid that and play in the final if they make it tonight.
He's just got to avoid a second one tonight.
Sakani gets the seconds from Henderson. He blocks him out the way. Referee says play on. Darby Mollis on the far right now. Meg's his defender. Henderson comes across though, and he wins the goal kick as well for his side. And Olympic are not too happy with that one. Bigger opportunity in the attack there, and Darby Mollis just couldn't cut it across.
Yeah, great opportunity there for Olympic, who have settled so much better in this second half than what they did in the first half. Sakani there skips past Henderson, but you just see the experience of Henderson. Jokulwal beaten, and Henderson, yeah, you could see on the replay there, it's definitely a goal kick, but just great defending from Henderson. In the follow-up there, he did actually give the ball away in the first place, so just easy recovery for him there. But I think Olympic have certainly settled better in this second half than what they did the first half, and they have put Modbury under a bit more pressure.
It's another poor defensive header, this time by Muhaha Wenimana. Skamitsi can play it left if he can find him. Referee pulls that back for a booking as well, and that's a free kick on the edge of the box. And it's Marco Muhaha Wenimana who goes into the book, so now it's 2 for Olympic on the cards, and he's getting a talking to from the experienced Marveggio as well, letting him know that probably mainly to that weak header he did just in front of the box, and he put himself in that situation, in fact.
Yeah, he certainly did, and then he's always trying to recover, and with Skimizi's pace, he's going to do really well to get away from him, but you can just see him holding him back enough, and eventually just in a very dangerous position, just brings him down. I think Skimizi was just waiting for the right moment to go down, and he's won him a free kick in a very dangerous position, and there's going to be many takers stepping over this ball. You'll have Skimizi, Francesca and McCabe all over this ball, so it'll be interesting to see who takes it.
Well, you look back there, Skamitsi, I don't think he expected to have 2 of those prime free kick takers, and McCabe and Francesca behind him as well, as he's lining this up for it to be his own, and he might get a talking to now from McCabe about who's really going to be taking this set piece.
Well, no, definitely going to be Skimizi. The other 2 have stepped away.
Here he is, Francesco Skamitsi. Low, gets second opportunity his left foot. Goes for the feet. Makeda off the post, and it's Matthew Mullen who taps it in on the second opportunity, but it might be given to Makeda. Might have gone across the line there, and Modbury Jets get the first goal in this game. Also looks like Lujic is down there as well in the box. Referee listening to his assistants as well, but it looks like the goal's going to go ahead, and Modbury Jets are going to come away with a 1-0 lead. Bit of afters here as well. Benvenuto complaining. We'll have to see this one on replay, that's for sure.
Benvenuto certainly not happy with something that's happened, but the goal seems to have gone to Mullen. The ball come off the post from Makeda's strike. But yeah, Benvenuto certainly not happy about something. We'll capture it on the replay and we'll see what's going on. And we'll see what's happening. So here's the free kick that's blocked initially. Skimizzi gets the ball back. He goes wide to Makeda, who has a great effort. Touch and shoot.
Mullen's definitely offside. Onside as well,
definitely
sorry.
Onside.
Oh, it came off the back of the keeper,
Came off the back of the keeper, yeah.
Might go down as an own goal for Tremonton even.
Yep.
I'm trying to see what happened with Lujic here at the end.
Yeah, definitely an own goal in the end off Tremonton. But yeah, we couldn't capture what happened to Lujic there.
So it is going to be an own goal to enter proceedings tonight. Is there a booking there at the end there from the referee maybe, or he was just writing down the...
Just the goal scorer, I believe.
Maybe a bit of a blood nose as well for Lujic.
They're still questioning what's going on there. It's, he's certainly just making his point now to the fourth official.
But referee has got this underway, and it's 1-0 to Modbury Jets. They can't do anything to take that goal away now, and it's an own goal that's got the proceedings underway tonight. That's not something we usually see. And now, as you said in that first opening line, it's going to see what happens and how they can react now. Adelaide Olympic, now they're going to open up a bit more, and maybe Modbury Jets are going to compound the misery on them.
Yeah, the Modbury, now that they've got that goal, really putting Olympic under pressure since that kickoff, and they're really sort of trying to go for the jugular now. So Olympic really need to just make sure they sit tight, as we see here. We'll just see if there's any afters. As here we go, there's Lujic there.
Skimizzi and Lujic maybe? Yeah, it looks like it was Skimizzi and Lujic. They had that
they've had a bit of a battle.
Yeah, they've had a tussle
night,
before there, and some legs that were flying in before. So obviously the linesman didn't see that. I'm not sure if he booked anyone there though. I don't think the referee or the assistant referee saw that. So might have got away with one there, Skimizzi. But I'm sure if they come up against each other more in this game, you're going to see a bit more fire.
We're just going to see how Olympic react to going the goal down. Modbury have certainly put the pressure on and pressing harder and higher at the moment, but just have to wait and see what Olympic can produce.
Good pressure there. Good skills as well from Makeda. Skimizzi's released now. He's got Makeda there on the left if he can find him. Lujic getting a tackle. Is it a handball? He almost had it in his grasps there, but still tussling on this far side, Makeda, and Lujic wins the free kick there in the end. And I'm sure a lot of the Modbury Jets supporters wondering how it wasn't pegged back for a handball.
Yeah, he's certainly lucky to get away with that. He was over the top of the ball, and I think he certainly used an arm. But the game's starting to fire up now with that goal and that off-the-ball incident from Lujic. So we see here that's, yeah, it certainly looks like a handball to me. But hey, and eventually he's won the free kick himself. So very tough battle there. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Like I said, things are starting to heat up here. Maybe we'll just go down to Johnny and see what he can give us from down the sideline.
There's a lot of vocal coming down from the Modbury Jets side. They were very adamant that it was a handball, and Daniel Faulkner had to...
Big chance here, and it's Lujic again on the floor, and Makeda is battling with him. Hamish McCabe tries to get past Arby Mollis, and he slides in for a challenge.
Just back on that, yeah, very vocal in regards to that. Daniel Faulkner, the fourth official, had to go and just calm things down on the Modbury Jets side. But also, just looks like they might be making a quick change as Darcy Shaxi is getting some last-minute instructions from the bench as we speak. So it looks like they'll be going to the bench very shortly.
So he was one of the replacements from that starting lineup side on the weekend, Darcy Shaxi. And the young Lachlan Wilson came in for him, so it'll be interesting to see if he's the one to be replaced and it's a like-for-like substitution, or it's anything different maybe. Good defending though from Modbury Jets at the moment, and looks like they're having the rub of the green at the moment. Skamitsi, though, he's battling out hard there. Joku Wall, looks like that's gone out for Sakani, got a foot onto that. Referee just reminding the keeper to use his head there, a bit of time wasting early on here maybe. Not choosing to go for that ball. Okay, great ball to find Skamitsi's feet there. He takes his defender again. It's Muhaha Wenimana who's taking on, and I don't think Makeda can keep this in.
Yeah, he was asking a lot of Makeda there, but we'll just quickly go to this change as well.
Looks like the youngster's going to stay on, and it's going to be Dion Kirk to be replaced. Maybe he's feeling some effects from that late tackle in the first half, and it's going to be Darsim Shaxi to come on, experienced midfielder. Looks like Natali maybe giving some more instructions to Francesca about how this midfield's going to change now that Dion Kirk's departing.
Yeah, I was impressed with Dion Kirk. He's had a good game. Held the midfield quite well alongside Francesca. But what a substitution you're able to make as well to bring on someone like Shaxi from Modbury. So just trying to solidify that midfield a little bit more now that they're 1-0 up. Shaxi's probably a little bit more of a holding midfielder, so it looks like straight away that he's gone into the holding role that Francesca's been playing, and Francesca's just stepping up a little bit higher in the midfield. Maybe trying to put a little bit more pressure onto Olympic.
Benvenuto now. Be interesting to see who Olympic can bring off the bench. Obviously, they've got some great youngsters and attackers themselves in their ranks that can come on.
Well, that's where you can cue me in, Alessio, with some insight into that. Looks like Brian Habonimana and T-Boy Kamara are about to come off the bench for Adelaide Olympic. They're just making those final changes now as we speak as well.
They're going to make them right now, it looks, and they're the two attacking players on the bench who I was looking most likely that were going to come on. Be interesting to see who is departing. It probably will be Sakani maybe, and looks like it's Marvejo, so it's a midfielder that's coming off here first. For Habonimana to come on. And it looks like they are going to make the second one maybe. Or they're going to wait and play possibly. They are going to make the second one as well. T-Boy Kamara to come on. Taking a bit of time in this substitution. The referee wants to get this game going. He might just tell him to wait. So it's pink boots for pink boots, Mark. It's Kabede to come off and T-Boy Kamara to come on.
So it has meant a bit of a change. It's not just like for like, so looks like they've got Habonimana's gone up alongside Sakani on the right-hand side, which has allowed Mohamedi Kamara to go out onto the right-hand side. Benvenuto's dropped into a holding role for where Marvejo was, and T-Boy Kamara's come inside to a bit of a 8 or a 10 to try and push Olympic forward from the midfield.
Habonimana, 3 goals this season and 1 in the cup as well. T-Boy Kamara's only got that 1 league goal this season so far. Former youngster of Adelaide United and played into state as well. Come back to the NPL now, and it's a face a lot of people are looking forward to see what he can do in this league. Lujic now finds Mohamedi Kamara this time. Holly. Only looking along this time to get some touches onto T-Boy Kamara. Bonamana putting himself about there with the other substitution. Number 8 against number 8. Shaxi versus Bonamana, and Shaxi comes away with winning the free kick there. Bit of a height mismatch there as well.
I was going to say a bit of height mismatch, but Shaxi just knows how to position his body there to win the free kick. Gets himself between Bonamana and the ball and wins effectively an easy free kick to relieve some of that pressure that Olympic were trying to put on them.
Shaxi finding Francesca with a flick. Couldn't find Scamitzi though. Mollis now will come away, but easily picked out there by a Walt. Another late challenge, this time Mollis on Matt Mullen, and Tim Henderson again there is right at the back of him as he receives a booking as well, Arby Mollis. There's 3 now of Adelaide Olympics players who are on bookings.
Yeah, yellow card all day there. Mollis, no intentions of playing the ball. The ball already gone by this stage. And just a simple...
Shaxi again getting right into the thick of things. Yep. 2 free kicks in a matter of minutes.
And that's what you can expect from Shaxi. He'll draw players in, he'll draw those fouls. He knows how to play, knows how to use his body, and just his experience to relieve pressure and things like that. So, I said, a great ability for Modbury to be able to bring on a substitution like that. It looks like maybe Johnny can fill us in. It looks like maybe another substitution, Johnny.
Yes, Alex making the substitution. Sorry, boys. It's very loud down here. I'm trying to hear myself think, but it is Mohamed Kone coming on for Adelaide Olympic. They're going to make another quick change as they try and get back into this game.
Mohamed Kamara gets picked out from Shaxi. He's had a lot of involvement in this early stages that he's come on. It looks like as it might be Francesca down there at the top of the box here. Big opportunity, referee says nothing doing. It's a goal kick. We're going to have to see a bit more of that on replays. T-Boy Kamara is complaining he was fouled there.
He was certainly looking for it on the run, but we'll have a quick look at the replay here, see if there was much contact. Yeah, no.
Bit of a shoulder there, but looks like he went down. He was expecting that contact, so he was already down by the time he even got it. But so it is going to be Sakani to come off, and he looks like he's demonstrating a bit with his coach there about why he's coming off maybe, but it's going to be Mohamed Kone to come on.
Yeah, he seems a little surprised.
Maybe Johnny can fill us in if there's any afters after this substitution now. He's going straight down the tunnel as well, Johnny.
Yeah, he is. Didn't even look at the bench as he came off. Doesn't seem happy with the decision. I'll try and find out exactly what the reasoning behind the decision was, but first thought, doesn't look too great as he's gone straight down with no staffers following him either.
Might have to get Johnny down there to make sure he doesn't break anything in that change room, but...
No, I don't think he'll do that, but yeah, interesting that he has gone straight down. He's clearly not happy with that substitution. We just see here Jesse Francesca just ushered off by the trainer. I think he'll be back on in a matter of minutes, or should I say probably about 30 seconds. I think he's got to wait 30 seconds before he can come back on.
So a lot of attacking changes now for Adelaide Olympic. It's a fresh front three now with Habonimana, Kone and T-Boy Kamara up there. In the midfield of Mamadi Kamara, Benvenuto, Polly and Arby Mollis on the wide fullback positions. So they're throwing everything forward at the moment, Adelaide Olympic. Luich is looking for a ball here. Usually that's where they are, right on the halfway line, so I'm sure he's complaining about where they are.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surprise that there isn't a ball there, but they've got it now. Arby Mollis a bit further down than where it went out.
Bonimana, he was tripped. Francesca, and now this is a good opportunity for Adelaide Olympic to swing this one in. And they want to get it away quick as well. Tall Timber's gone up as well. Toriani's in there now. Bonimana.
Yeah, just gotta wait for that Tall Timber to come up. It looked like Kamara wanted to take it quickly, but there was nothing on for him. So in that instance, take your time, bring the Tall Timber up. They have caused a few troubles for Modbury with set pieces, so see if they can do that here.
It's going to be Polly, puts it in a good area. Neil's going to claim though, and that's a great grab from the keeper. I would have a right footer on that one actually, probably. Swing it into the people running onto it.
See, I differ there. I would stick with the left footer, but it's just going to be the right delivery. It's just too close to the keeper. And a keeper like Neil will happily come out and take that all day long. But I do like the left footer. Get all the players to run across the keeper as that ball swings and around, and try and make it curl it in towards that far post. Because any sort of touch can go any direction. The keeper's not going to be able to get there.
Good touch from Henderson there. It looks like he might have got something in the face there. And the referee has given it to him.
And the assistant referee flagged that one.
Sure, there's a lot of disagreements from the Adelaide Olympic players. We're going to have to see that on replay. I don't know if it's just a hand or maybe an elbow. I don't know. The referee looks like he's going to have a chat with his linesman first.
Maybe just a hand.
Gets the touch here. Oh, maybe a stray elbow,
yeah,
but it's definitely accidental.
Yeah, definitely. There's nothing in it. But yeah, it just looks like a stray elbow there from, I think it was Kone, the backhand just coming across the face.
Maybe a forearm even.
Yeah,
but
certainly nothing in it though. He certainly didn't mean it or anything. It was just, I think Henderson just turned too quick.
Good touch, and
and away he was.
Kneeled now. Good win from Toriani. Ball touch though from Polly, and the youngster's still on here now. There's Lachlan Wilson. Putting himself about as well. And there are going to be more substitutions. This time it's Modbury Jets, and it's going to be that man Joshua Hernandez. And it is that youngster we're talking about who was still on there. He's being replaced this time. And it's Joshua Hernandez, who was the super sub hero in the final series last year. Scored a couple goals off the bench, and he's just recovered from an injury as well after the first part of the season, and he's got his name on the score sheet quite early as well, so we're going to see what he can do coming onto the pitch here.
Modbury will be happy to have him back amongst the ranks to call on. He did have a fantastic final series last season, that's for sure. I think he scored actually just recently as well, didn't he, in the league?
He did. He opened his league account. I think he scored in the cup as well in their previous game against Croydon.
And just a bit of update, insight to that Josh Hernandez substitution as well. They were trying to make it a little bit earlier, but the fourth official was just down with the Olympic bench, just dealing with something down that end of the pitch. So he didn't get to get him in that early, when the ball went out of play earlier on. So a little bit of a delay on getting him on, but they finally got there, and Morris was making it very vocal of what he thought about.
Good ball inside. Bonimana holds it up. Couldn't find someone to bounce off to, and Mollison Wall now does well. Makeda, he gets a late challenge in the back as well. This one's not as vicious, and I don't think he's going to get a booking there, Connor.
And just a quick update on Joyce Takani as well. When he went into the dugout earlier, into the tunnel earlier, went straight to the change rooms. One of the staffers went in there to check up on him, come out, but he's been there since, so he's stuck in there at the moment. He's not happy with coming off, and very, very annoyed by the sounds of it. And there's been nothing too serious going on in there, but it doesn't seem like he's in a good mood or happy with the decision.
Yeah, he certainly didn't look happy when he came off. And to be honest, no player should. Just shows that he wants to play and that he should be given more time. But coach saw it another way.
Great through ball there to T-Boy Kamara. He's out-muscled, though, by Matthew Mullen, and he's got a lot to chase back here with Daniel Detroyer on the ball. Goes forward to a 1v1. Skamitsi and Lujic. This was the battle beforehand. See if we can stay a bit more tame this time.
Lewis has done very well there. Skamitsi keeping him under pressure, and he's able to keep it. And not just clear it, but he's also able to find his goalkeeper and then an Olympic keep the ball. So very well played there.
Goes long this time to Connett. Goes over the head. Habonimana's going to get on the end of this. What a save from Neil. Still out there. T-Boy Kamara. Over the bar. Massive chance for Adelaide Olympic, Mark. What a ball from Lujic. Again, we said his delivery at the start of this game is what's going to come to fruition for the Adelaide Olympic team, but straight into the goalkeeper there from Habonimana.
Yeah, great ball from Lujic. He's found the space in behind the fullback, and we see there Jockelwald goes for it, doesn't get there, and just the bounce falls awkwardly for Henderson. It was Habonimana, I think it was, that had the hit, but he's hit it straight at Newell. 6 inches either way, well, 6 inches to the keeper's right, that's hitting the back of the net, but Newell stays big as much as possible, and Habonimana just can't make it count, but great opportunity for Olympic there. And the follow-up, unfortunately, blazed over the top from, I think it was T-Boy Kamara in the end. But that's much better from Olympic. Finding those pockets in behind the fullbacks is a way forward. They're certainly playing, I mean, at the moment they've got 5 across the front. So they're certainly looking to get that goal back and quickly. They've got about 11 minutes at this stage, plus any time added.
Hernandez. Looks like Modbury Jets are more of the trying to keep this game calm and play through the back and not trying to force any second opportunities maybe, but with the pressure of Adelaide Olympic, if they get one here, it could be very dangerous.
Yeah, Modbury's certainly just playing for time, just trying to keep the ball. If an opportunity arises, they'll certainly look at it, but certainly just happy to continue keeping the ball, finding the men in between the lines, whereas Olympic now really starting to press forward and try and push Modbury back as far as possible, as we see Avi Mollis with the ball now.
Lujic is lucky with that touch and finds Mollis. Lujic, he might look for another delivery. This time he does find Habonimana. That's a great ball. Controls it. He's going to look to square this. Just avoids the foul of Tim Henderson. A big slide tackle there and a couple knees in some faces. And I think the referee is going to calmly. And there's some afters as well there with Mullen and Habonimana in the goal box as well. A couple grabbings of shirts and Tim Henderson getting quite aggravated in there as well. It'll be interesting to see how they adjudicate this. He had all right to go for that ball. Didn't come into the grasp with Neil until right at the end there, and we'll see this on replay.
Yeah, he certainly had every opportunity to go for it, every right to go for it. The ball was there to be won. Bonamana's done well there to. Yeah, he's certainly opportunity to go for it. I have no issues with that at all, to be honest. Modbury obviously not happy about it, but then there were some afters.
There was Matthew Mullen in there, and the referee did see most of that. Looked like he was going to put his hand in his pocket for a booking, but it looks like he's talking to the assistant referee at the moment. Could be a few or could be none, I reckon.
Yeah, look, to be honest, I don't think it's probably worth any, to be honest. Yeah, a little bit of pushing and shoving, but otherwise he's going to be looking at booking about 3 or 4 players, so not really sure there was much else. But like I said, I think the challenge, I knew it. The player had every right to go for the ball. The ball was there to be won.
It's going to be a couple yellow cards, I reckon. One to Connett, just came on. It's another Olympic player with a booking.
And it looks like it's the only one. And it is.
Does look like that.
Just a little update down here on the Modbury Jets side of things as well. Looks like, well, Lachlan Wilson just came off, but they're going to be bringing on another Wilson. No relation. Paul Wilson will be coming on. He's just warming up against some final notes from the coaches at the moment as well.
Yeah. Less than 10 minutes to go. They're trying to shore it up, make sure they keep this 1-0 lead. So they look, I dare say, they'll look to take one of the strikers off and bring on Wilson just to shore the back up. And they'll go to probably a back three, either a back three with 2 wing backs or effectively a back 5.
I thought he might have taken one of the centre backs off. Seems like both of them are in every contest at the moment. Might maybe getting some bookings, so maybe he's just trying to avoid either of that. But interesting to see.
I would hazard the guess that they're looking to just to shore it up. They'll bring Wilson on just to add an extra defensive player in. Morris has realised that Olympic have probably since the goal. Modbury had a few minutes after the goal, but Olympic have sort of been really pressing after that. So I think it's more the fact that they just want to shore up the defence and make sure they don't concede.
It's going to be Lujic over this set piece as he's been all night. Difficult position though, very central. I don't know which way you got to whip one way, left or right, and hopefully there's a flick on. Goes far post. T-Boy Kamara, he tries to nod it back. Nobody's there, and Francesca just plays it all the way back to the Olympic defence. Getting pressed as well here, Benvenuto, and that's going to be a late challenge from McCabe, who gets the similar treatment as the Olympic forwards have and goes into the book. And he's going to be, just like you said, the striker coming off for Modbury Jets. It's going to be Paul Wilson to come on.
The only thing I'm just working out now is if Wilson's going to fit into the middle between Mullen and Henderson, or if he's going to, as in behind almost, or is he going to sit in front and play alongside Shaxi in a holding role? Got multiple opportunities, multiple things that can happen, but I think he'll just go straight inside, playing in between Mullen and Henderson, and basically play 3 centre backs.
And as his nickname suggests, just block it up in there, eh?
That's it. They call him blocker for a reason.
Lujic now. Another great ball flicked on by Habonimana. Morris to do well if he can keep this in. Does find it back to Lujic. And Mamadi Kamara looked for the fake shot there, and he couldn't evade the challenge of Shaxi. There's a 4v3 here if Modbury can make this work. Hamish McCabe looks forward. Makeda. Mohaha Wenimana with a great defensive interception, and he's going to win the throw-in as well.
Great pace there from Wenimana. Just absolute great pace there shown just to get back. And as I said, Modbury will just try and sit in now, and they'll just work on those counter-attacks and fast breaks.
Here's T-Boy Kamara now. Taking on Shaxi. Looks for Mollis. He needs to whip this in now. Goes all the way to back post of Polly. Climbs high. And they clear, and it might be another late challenge this time on Mullen. The referee saw nothing doing, and he stayed down, but going to limp his way up now. And they got this throw in as well, do Modbury Jets. Bit of time wasting, and it looks like it's
Wilson
who just came on, who's got a booking as well now.
Neil's gone down injured.
And it looks like Henderson as well is looking to get some water, or got a tissue actually, maybe there's some blood somewhere. The referee is instructing the medical team of Modbury Jets to go on for Ryan Neild.
Yeah, they've certainly taken their time with that. It'll be interesting if this is for his head injury before, or if it's for a leg injury. But we just replay here of the goal. Makeda there, just great effort, hits the post and comes back off the back of Tramonton, and unfortunately for Tramonton, it then ricochets into over the line. Not sure if Mullen tried to claim it or not, but there is a substitution.
going to be for Adelaide Olympic. It's going to be Mamadi Kamara to come off. There's going to be some more tall timber to come on for Adelaide Olympic. It's going to be Martins Adesida to come on. And it looks like he's going to be playing up top, so it's an unfamiliar role for him. But I'm sure they're just going to like to get some contact up the top there and get some set pieces off him as well. He's a big, imposing figure.
Yeah, he normally plays as a centre-back, so we know he's the tall timber. I mean, with 88 minutes gone on the clock, they're certainly just going to look to pump the ball into that box and see if they can get a rebound or a second ball and just see what he can do and just cause some havoc with his height and his build. Because that's all we've got left is a couple of minutes plus any time added, which there will be a fair bit in this second half.
Another one of those dangerous balls from Lujic. Didn't find anyone on the end of it. And McCabe is crowded out. And Venuto now, he's got a couple of options in the middle now. They've got to get this ball in though, especially with those three strikers up there. Lujic is looking back post. It's a fantastic ball. Toriani! Wow, that's just past the post. And what an excellent ball there from Rasko Lujic. Putting it in such a dangerous position. Toriani got his head onto it.
As we see on the replay, just a great ball in. Gone far post. And just unfortunately can't head it goal bound. It's just gone wide. But that's what we were just talking about, Alessio, is that they're going to have to start putting balls in the box. They brought the tall timber on. And they just need to continue getting Lujic on the ball in those areas just so he can deliver, because his delivery's been excellent tonight.
We just come off the side of the head there of Toriani as well.
It will be interesting to see Johnny, if he's... Johnny, you got any update on how long we're expecting time added?
We are about to get it. There's going to be 8 minutes, so enough time for Olympic to get back into this. So 8 minutes of additional time, and also an update as well. We just got official from the fourth official that that earlier goal, the only goal in this game so far, has been given to Ryan Newell as an own goal, as it came off the post and deflected off him, which you guys would have seen in the replay earlier. That's the official who it's been given to on the referee's score sheet.
Just as we expected, that's a clearance. It's only gone as far as Mollis. He can put this in. Goes back post. Maybe he can get the head onto it. Big challenge on the edge of the box. The referee's called that for diving though, and he's giving it the way of Modbury Jets.
No, I don't think he's called it for diving. I think he's called it because Toriani's gone across Francesca.
Look at this on replay. Ball comes in, no contact.
To be honest, I'm not quite sure what. Toriani's certainly gone for he's gone to win the free kick, but I
don't even think he cleaned up
Francesca.
I don't see any knee.
I'm not quite sure what happened. I'm not quite sure I saw anything in that, but the ref's seen it. He's called it. But Olympic, they've still got 8 minutes, 7 minutes, plus any extra time that the ref wants to add on at the end of this game. So there's still time for them, and they're certainly pushing hard at the moment.
T-Boy Kamara doing well under the pressure. Looks for Connet, couldn't get the touch under, but he get a second opportunity in front of Mollis. He's found Habonimana, got to put a ball in now. Good tackle though from Henderson, it's a corner. Everybody's going to be forward here, and it's going to be Lujic to deliver. Big chance here late in the game, we're in added time.
Polly's going to take this one with the left foot.
Everybody but one is in the box for Adelaide Olympic. He kicks some cones away to his Polly as well. Good ball, deep in. Neil claims. T-Boy Kamara looks for the volley. Can't get out of his feet. Looks for Polly. If he can keep this in with the right foot, he does. It's another corner. Nope, the referee has said he didn't keep that in, Polly.
The assistant ref's called that.
And just a quick update, boys. As I'm looking to talk to you now, in the Modbury's defensive half, there is some Ducks on the pitch. There's 11 extra players on the pitch as we speak. So it's for Team Duck, not for the Jets or Olympic, it's the Ducks.
Nothing doing there as McCabe and Lujic go up for that header. Torrioni wants to get this away quick.
And Modbury there just throwing the ball back on the pitch.
Couple of afters as well there. It looks as that's Stav Parizos who threw the ball back into the area of Modbury Jets.
Yeah, well, Modbury were waiting for the throw to be taken. They threw the ball back on, so a bit of a time waster.
T-Boy Kamara puts it into the area. A couple of people going up for this one. Keepers come out. Tries to have a strike. It's another foul though. Conair this time on Wall.
More time wasting here as well. As Joshua Wall will take his time, as we see here.
Big opportunity. Neil came out to claim it, and I think there might have been an offside who was competing with him, but
he's very lucky he didn't go too far, because he was very close to the edge of that 18 when he actually punched that ball. So I think a bit later on I might go back through that and have a look.
Got about 5 minutes minimum time left here. Another big header contest. And another Lujic ball, fantastically in behind again. And that's going to be a foul every day of the week.
Yeah, assistant referees flagged that one again.
A bit of afters there with Shaxi. I thought he might have even hit him in the face.
Yeah, there's been afters just recently. It's
just before that was an excellent ball again from Lujic. He's putting it in that dangerous area where it sprays out by the end of the ball. That
just see here. Oh, he's very, very close to that line.
Looks like nobody on the field as well claimed it, so
certainly using all the available space there is Ryan Neild on that punch. But to be honest, if he's coming out that far, he's certainly got to. It's got to be a bigger punch than that. He's got to send that as far as he can. It's only gone a few feet in front of him. He needs to be a bit more careful there. He's got a bit more on it.
And there's only a couple minutes left in this game now. The Modbury Jets are on their way to a cup final again. They made it there in 2022. Made the grand final in 2023. We're only minutes away here from another cup final appearance. Shaxi tries to kick it onto the pitch behind us, but he's hit the
roof.
It's going to be a long throw in, I think, from Adelaide Olympic. Tries the ball, Lujic, and he's going to try and launch this into the box for a flick on. Last few chances for Adelaide Olympic. It's Lujic. Adesina gets the flick on. Neild comes for the third time in a matter of minutes to foul in the defensive half on Modbury Jets. And this time it's Polly that's gone through him.
Good first flick there, but to be honest, I'm still not sure that's a free kick. I mean, he's taken the ball when they've hit in the air, but I just think that good flick there, and certainly got every right to go for the ball.
Well, his legs just flung out a bit. That took the legs of the keeper out. But
maybe, yeah. But
as this game peters out, though, we've got to commend the Modbury Jets side. Their consistency over the last few years has been unheralded, but might be a last chance here for T-Boy Kamara if he can get this down and put a cross in. Puts a good ball in. He's ducked it. It's Polly! What a save from Ryan Neild in the dying minutes here. And that was the chance for an Olympic, Mark.
That was the chance. I can't see him getting another one as good as that. And Neild just coming up massively there with a massive save with his foot there. That's just huge for Modbury. That might have just finalised that game, but Olympic go again.
Wall clears. They're going to have another chance for a long throw in here. This is the last minute of added time here. As we look back on that chance really quickly.
Great ball across. It's just fallen beautifully for him on his favoured left as well. And like I said, Ryan Neild just come up massive for Modbury.
He's got to put this in the box. He goes long. No one's going to contest with that one, and Neild's going to come away with it. That might be that. And it's come to the last whistle for Adelaide Olympic to have their biggest chance of the game.
You could Ref can certainly add another minute or so for the amount of time wasted during these 7 minutes as well. 8 minutes so far, so see, it'll be down to what he deems appropriate.
Wonimana's come close, avoided the free kick, goes long again. Keeper's going to come, he's going to claim, he's going to time waste, and he's going to go to ground. Can't be long left, referee looks at his watch.
Just talking to the fourth official, he's indicated there might be another 2 minutes of time added on based on the stoppages that's been happening in the additional time. So still a little bit more time for Olympic to try and get the equaliser.
Be a big chance here. Muhaha Wonimana does well, but Hernandez slips. Fouls Benvenuto, wants to get this underway quickly. He's going to be told to go back though. Might be Neil who takes this anyway. Tremonton, sorry.
Certainly go long, looking for the tall timber.
Needs to get the flick on here. Adesina gets a touch. Lujic again. And now it's come to McCabe, who's going to take all the time out of this. McCabe has got some run in his leg still. Takes it down the line. Lujic has done well. Back heels it down the line, and unfortunately his luck's come to an end, and some Modbury Jets throw in this far side, and I think if they get a touch on this, that's going to be full time.
Yeah, there's certainly not going to be much time left at all after this throw-in. Modbury certainly taking their time with this throw-in.
Referee telling him to hurry up.
And the ball will be thrown to McCabe in the corner.
It's been a massive effort for Modbury Jets. They've held their form in the league. And it looks like they're going to hold their form in the cup all the way to make the cup final, and
back to the national stage.
Back to the national stage. It's going to be massive. Most of these players have had the opportunity in the past, but got some new additions in Hernandez and Dion Kirk as well. Trying to play early there, Olympic, and Toriani's complaining to the referee that
there was certainly enough touches in there to have played it, that's for sure. But this is, I think this is their last opportunity now for Olympic.
Got to go forward here. Muhaha Wonimana needs a flick on. Henderson's gone up. T-Boy Kamara though. Got a good touch forward if you can get this in. Taken out. Somehow he's got the corner there, even though I don't think that had a deflection.
I'm right there with you, Alessio. I thought that was more of a free kick than a corner. But this is it now. This is the last opportunity. They've gone short. As I say, might be offside there.
Polly tried to whip that in with his left foot.
Tried the Rabona.
Should have just taken that with his left. Towed over the line. Referee again.
Looks at the watch.
Still gives the throw in, so they might have going to the 11th minute of added time here. He's definitely going to be watching for some fouls in here, and needs to get a touch. Adesina. T-Boy Kamara. And that volley's well wide, and that's full time here. Modbury Jets celebrate another cup final that they've reached, in their third final in 3 years in all competitions. I'm going to go down to Johnny. He might have a coach or some players there at Modbury Jets and see what they think of the occasion.
I'm going to grab Morris straight away in seconds as he celebrates. Morris Natali, congratulations through to the Australia Cup once again. How are you feeling?
Look, elated, absolutely happy for the boys. So, we backed it up from a hard game on the weekend and had a couple of players out injured, so really proud of them, really proud.
Obviously, without one of the McCabe's tonight, Liam McCabe. Hamish was looking to the crowd a lot and talking a lot to the crowd. Was that his brother he was talking to?
Yeah, look, we made a pledge to the boys, Geordie, Cam, O'Doherty, the boys that are out injured long term, that we'd stay in this as long as possible so they could have a go.
Brilliant. Well, all the best, mate. Go celebrate with the boys and congratulations. I'll try and get a few more as we go. I'm going to try and get a couple of other players as well, boys. So back to you.
Maybe Tim Henderson or Matt Mullen.
Yeah, look, over the course of the game, Alessio, your thoughts? Do you think, was it a Modbury deserving win?
I think so. Over the course of the game, especially the amount that they controlled it with their possession and opportunities they had. Obviously, Olympic, as we talked about at the start of the game, they're going to get some opportunities from fast breaks or sending some numbers forward from set pieces. But in the end, Ryan Neal, what a performance between the sticks there. He's kept his side in this competition now, and he's going to get a chance on the big stage himself now. First chance for him as well. Looks like we got Johnny down there with Tim Henderson.
Yeah, I'm down here with Tim Henderson. Tim, how are you feeling, mate?
Oh, amazing. It's my boyhood club, so I've always wanted to go on the national stage in this shirt, so awesome to be a part of it, and a trophy as well. So trophy next, so hopefully we can win it, and let's trophy for this club.
Don't get too ahead of yourself. You've got one more team to go against. It's either Campbelltown or Comets who play next week at this venue. But how do you guys feel coming into this game? Obviously, Olympic just did not give up towards the end. Everyone thought it was going to be an easy ride for you guys. But how do you feel after the full 90 minutes?
I thought, to be honest, first half we were in control, but when you go 1-0 up, I think naturally when a team's pushing with momentum, I think naturally you drop off as much as you don't want to. Credit to them, they threw everything at it. Probably unlucky not to get an equaliser in the end, but the resilience of this group in the last 10 minutes is unbelievable, and it hasn't been a great month for us, so stoked.
Oh, well, go and celebrate with the boys. I'll get Matt Mullen over as well. Matt Mullen, thanks Timmy. And we've got Matt now. We spoke to you at half-time, but how are you feeling after 90 minutes being all done and dusted and you guys are on your way back to the Australia Cup?
Yeah, it was great. Great for the club, great for the players, great for the supporters and volunteers, but typical cup game, you just had to finish real strong, and they were right at us the last 10 minutes, and the boys did really, really well.
Well, you've been in this situation last time when you were in the cup, only just 2 years ago now. You were in a grand final last year, now you're back into the cup final. How are you guys going to prepare for that game now? Well, obviously you've got to celebrate first, but how are you looking forward to try and make good of this situation?
We haven't thought about it. The biggest achievement today is getting into the Australia Cup and being able to play opponents from interstate and possibly A-League.
I'll let you go, mate. Go in the photo, mate. Always holding him up. I held up Morris and Tarley last time they made their way to the round of 32, and I'm doing the exact same to Matt Mullen. Back to you boys while they get to soak up this moment.
Yeah, look, as you were saying, Alessio, I think for me that save at the end from Ryan Newd, yes, Modbury probably deserved, over the course of the whole game, probably deserved to go through. It was a tight game. Olympic did throw everything, absolutely everything at them. And as we're just watching here, they're bringing Liam McCabe out to enjoy the celebrations. I don't know what he's done, but he's obviously out for a long-term injury list. So hopefully he has a quick recovery. But Ryan Newell, I think Modbury can certainly thank them for that save at the end. Doesn't have to do a lot in the game, but when called upon, he's there.
Yeah, I think you have enough time to recover to play in the interstate games if they get one. So will maybe Jordan O'Doherty as well. So they've got some firepower to bring back as well. They're going to be such a abominable force in this cup competition, as they were last time. They beat one team and they did get their A-League team in MacArthur. So I'd like to see who they get this time. It looks like Johnny might have Hamish McCabe down there. How excited is he to get back on the national stage?
How excited are you to get back on the national stage, mate? You back there again. How are you feeling after this performance?
Look, I think this year, we've shown a different side of us. We've had a couple of setbacks in the last couple of weeks of injuries and whatnot. But I think this time we're going to go further and better. And we've got a great squad with us this year. And, yeah, we're ready to rock and roll. Whoever we get, we get.
Oh, you said the exact same last time as well. But I spoke to Morris about it. But I want to ask you, I was watching you throughout the first half. And probably in the second half I didn't catch you doing it. But you look up to the stands. You were talking to the stands. Is that your brother you were talking to up there?
Possibly. Possibly. Well, you know what? Outsiders can see stuff different to people on the park, So a little bit of information. Obviously, Liam's played so many games and I rely on him as well. And he was just giving me little bits, I think, help along the way. So, yeah, I think everyone, great team effort, yeah.
Well, how are you feeling now? You got that opportunity to go back on that national stage once again. You played here against Dwight York's MacArthur FC. Now you're going to get an opportunity to play someone like that again, potentially. Are you guys looking forward to obviously playing at home or going away once again on another road trip?
Well, look, road trips are always a lot of fun. But, if we get a home game, that's great for the club and great for the fans. So either way, we're going to be happy. But, if we get, an A-League side again, I reckon this year, we'll be able to turn it around.
Brilliant, mate. Well, you go celebrate with the boys. Go celebrate with your brother because you did bring him out. Hopefully he will be back soon to play for the Cup.
Thanks for all the great work, you guys.
Thanks, mate. That was Well, McCabe, and how fantastic is that? They're all just so excited. I feel like I'm back in 2022 when this happened at this same venue back then. But it's great to be back out here, boys, and what a great night.
As we look now back at some highlights in this game, Hamish McCabe had a few chances in that first half, as did Scamitzi. They really tied out those centre-backs of Adelaide Olympic and ended up being another set-piece opportunity for Modbury Jets that brought him back into the game. It was a second phase corner that came out to Makeda. His shot was looking very dangerous, come off the post, and unfortunately the keeper, Shani Tremonton, couldn't do anything about that.
I really feel for Tremonton. He's had a good game tonight, and as we see, eventually the goal that Modbury did score come off the post. He's made a great effort to actually get himself across. Couldn't quite get there because it was a fantastic shot actually, because the shot was we were right behind the shot as we're in the box, and unfortunately just off the inside of the post. And as we see here, this replay, he's gotten across so well, but Makeda started that ball so wide, there was no way he was going to get across, but great effort, and unfortunately, I hate to see it as a goalkeeper, I hate to see when you make that effort, you're almost there, the ball hits the post, and you fear the worst when you hear that ding off the post, and you go, I don't know where the ball's gone, and then it's hitting you and it's going back into the back of the net. So I really do feel for him, because outside of that, he did have a really good game, and we see here this is that opportunity that Olympic had towards the end, and a bit more composure there, I think, in that, or an actual out-and-out goal score. I think that could be a different story. If that was a McCabe, I'd say on the end of it, a Hamish McCabe on the end of that, I think that would have gone in. But Olympic really did throw everything towards the end of the game, threw everything at Modbury, and Modbury stood tall. Time wasted when they needed to, slowed the game down when they needed to, and I think this is that save from 9-0 at the end of the game. Just absolutely massive save that in the end was enough to help the team get through.
Yeah, it can't be understated as well, the performance of Rasko Lujic. Had a fantastic game, made all the opportunities for Adelaide Olympic most likely. See these final stats as well. Both had 7 shots, only 2 on target for Modbury and 3 for Olympic, and a lot of fouls there for Olympic as well, as I can see in that. But otherwise, I would say it was quite an even game, and Adelaide Olympic can take some of that form into the league and know they can battle with the top. I mean, Modbury Jets have had such a good start to the year, and only in the last few weeks have succumbed to a couple of point losses. But knowing that Adelaide Olympic can compete that highly against a team that high in the league, that's got to give them some confidence.
Well, hopefully, yeah, for Olympic it will give them that confidence to go, well, we compete with these sides. I mean, they've put a great performance in tonight. They did create some good chances. So I think if they could take that into the league with them and know that they can push these teams, they just need to be maybe a bit sharper in that box to finish. They could turn their season around, and they push themselves out of that relegation zone that they currently find themselves in. Well, that's all from us here in the commentary box here at Servicefirm Stadium. Be sure to join us later this week for some more fixtures in the NPL and the State League 1, as well as next Wednesday is the other semi-final to find out their opponents for that cup final. That's all from us here, and thank you and good night.